Finally made it back home from my trip out west, where I actually spent a month on the road and out there camping. California, Nevada, Arizona, Utah, mostly. Now, I'm going to go ahead and get all my videos running here soon. This is going to be the very first one. It's just some clips of my drive out. I know it's not a very good video. I already edited it, but I want to just put it out there because a lot of you guys, especially those that, you know, don't live in the U.S., don't have any idea what the U.S. looks like when you're on the road driving, how bumpy and terrible it is. So I'm going to go ahead and this is the first video. Not that great. Audio's terrible. Next couple of videos aren't going to be that great, but I have some really good ones coming up. As they occur later in the trip, I find some really good stuff and get in the groove of making videos. I did try to keep up with my journey and what I was doing more or less on various social media platforms, but mostly like on Facebook and some on Instagram and Patreon. You Patreon guys, I'm sorry, I kind of let you down a little bit on this one, but I have a terrible time with Patreon on mobile. It just keeps kicking me out of it, and you know, I won't say my password. I can never remember what my password is, and it's just it was hard to do. I'll try to work on that more in the future to keep you guys up to date. But as always on Patreon, when I post the videos and stuff, I'll answer every single question, and I'm always there. So without further ado, video number 1 of my out west fall 2021 adventure. It was a lot of fun. I got a lot of work to do now that I'm home. I'm gonna try to get these edited and posted as quickly as possible, one a day if possible, as I get going, because I got like 15 or 20 videos to do. Got lots of wood I got to work on and just get ready for winter, because it's winter now. When I left, there were still leaves on the trees, and well, not anymore. All right, without further ado, video number 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna be shaky, but after that they get good, I promise you. Oh, we're finally on our way, headed west. I'm still in Maryland, not too far from home, and we have about 32 to 36 hours of driving ahead of us, depending on which way I decide to go. And we're going to be headed to Nevada and Arizona mostly, maybe some Western California. But we're going to do some camping out there, maybe spend about 2 weeks, maybe 3, having a good time. Look for some gold, gonna look for some meteorites, and gonna just hang out and do some stuff, man. It's gonna be awesome. Big cut in the mountain, as you can see. It was done 10, 20 years ago. If you look off in the distance, you can see some fog in the mountains. That's the Potomac River. Potomac River runs through there, and it's kind of cold today. It's like 28, and the river's still really warm because it's just early fall. So the air rising off the river is condensing, causing that like fog bank. See, I live along the Potomac, and it's foggy at my house every morning this time of year. Yabba dabba doo! We're still in Maryland. Still in Maryland, just passed through Cumberland, and I wanted to give a shout out to my friends Katie and Ryan, who live over near Kaiser, West Virginia, which is that way, not too far. We'll be in West Virginia soon, I hope. Western Maryland is pretty, though. Well, we finally made it to West Virginia. We're about 2.5 hours into the journey. I actually live just a couple of 100 yards from West Virginia, but we took the long way to get there. Well, we're in central West Virginia, a place called Braxton County, and this is a county I used to come to quite a bit as a kid with my neighbor Johnny Wines and his dad. We'd come down here deer hunting. Always spent a week down here over Thanksgiving. Great area. I really like it. I don't know if I'd ever want to really live here, but when I drive through, I definitely have some really good memories. Let's take a look. That's a holler over there, or a hollow, and that's what you always hear about people living up the holler. Neat little area. Mountains aren't real big, but there's a lot of them. Getting closer. Well, we made it to Kentucky, but there was no sign, so I didn't get to show you the sign. Oh gosh. Had a little nap, so I'm running behind schedule. It's 5:14. So I'll probably drive to like 9 or 10 or something like that, and have another little nap and hit the road again. We'll see you after a bit. Alright, so we're on day 2 of this little exploration. I've been driving for about 4 or 5 hours this morning. We'll get to the Rocky Mountains by tonight. Well, we'll get to the Rocky Mountains today. I don't know if we'll make it before dark, but that's my goal. At least get to Denver, okay? If we get to Denver, we'll be on the desert looking for geodes, probably tomorrow evening. Hang in there. We're 83 miles from Denver, Colorado. It's about 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm back on the road again. I usually stop pretty early in the evenings, you know, not too long after dark. Sleep for a while, and I usually wake up about 3 when I'm on the road doing this. Alright, you ready? We're going to be at our first destination in 8 hours. We're going to a geode place. It's called Dugway Geobeds. It's on the BLM land, so it's all public. Everybody can go there, and we're going to look for geodes. Should be there, I think, in 8.5 hours. Short day driving. By the way, just so you know, so far Colorado has the worst roads in the nation that I've been on. This is Interstate 70, the same interstate that runs close to my house back in Maryland. It actually ends right up here, not too far, a couple 100 miles. We'll go through there. Maybe I'll get the camera when we do. Oh, hold on. This isn't even the bad part of the road. Back a little while ago, it was horrible. It was horrible. So we have made it to the Dugway Geobed. Geobed. It's a weekend, I guess, because it's like this place is mobbed. It's like being at, you know, the beach.
My big round baby, and I'll rock you until I go to sleep. She'll shake the coins from your pocket, take your gold chain and your locket. Mother Earth has no sympathy. She'll take the ring from your hand and bury it in the sand and keep it for eternity.